Hey, Adam Holland here from revolutionprofits.com. There's something in business or something really in life that can really motivate you. And it has a lot to do with willpower, self motivation. It has a lot to do with just being able to hold off, and specifically, I mean holding off on rewarding yourself, so to speak. I've done a lot of rewarding myself this past summer, just in the ways of traveling a little bit more, buying some stuff for myself that I maybe shouldn't have, that kind of thing. And now it's getting to the point where I've had this Honda CRV. It's an SUV for probably 5 or 6 years now. It's got like 160,000 miles on it, and I'm ready to get a new SUV. And I went around and looked at a couple of different ones. I went and looked at the RAV4 and CRV and a couple other ones, and I made my decision that okay, I want to get a new CRV. And financially, we can do it. My wife and I can do it. And we went out and we spent 6 hours doing a couple of dealerships and looking at all these cars and stuff like that. And we had the opportunity to put a pretty nice deposit down on a CRV with all these options, brand new car, extra. We are going to finance a little bit of it. Help out with credit, I guess you can say. It's better to have stuff like that on your report than you're paying it off, that kind of thing, I guess. But whatever. So we were going to finance a little bit of it, just because, and it was definitely going to be affordable for us. It wasn't that, but it was like a lot of that income could be better spent paying off maybe college loans, maybe investing it back in my business and multiplying that income. And one of the big things that my wife and I want to do is we're saving up for our first house. So when I talk about delayed gratification, we probably made one of the most difficult, one of the most not necessarily stressful, but a little stressful decisions where we said, okay, we can get the CRV. It's going to be like $450 a month or something like that, $500 a month, which is affordable. It's definitely in the budget, but we didn't want to take all that extra money out of advertising or what have you for our business. And we said, you know what, let's set a certain income goal, and then we'll go and we'll get it. But because we'd already test driven it, we had sat in the seats and we had driven it around, we had played with all the dials and looked at all the features and picked out every single thing, so we knew exactly, and it kind of manifested that vision in our eyes of what we wanted in a vehicle, and what exactly got us really excited to be making another big purchase. And we said, we're not going to put the deposit on it today. We're going to think overnight about it. And then we started talking about it a little bit, and we said, yes, we can do it, but what if we set a huge goal so we can hit that goal before we go and we do the car? And to be able to sit in front of a dealer and say no, or just to be able to say no to yourself, it's almost like if you're on a diet and you're told to go to a I can't remember what dietitian or whoever said this, or what self-help guru. They said go to the fast food restaurant, or I'm not the restaurant. Go to like the frozen food aisle, and you pick out like a frozen dinner, that is bad for you. Pick it out, look at it, and then have the willpower to be able to put it back on the shelf. And I thought of that when we were doing this, because we were there. We were ready to sign the deal. We were going to put down thousands, on this car in cash, and then finance the rest of it. And then it was loaded. It had everything, top model, this and that. It was going to be incredible. And then we said, you know what, that's exactly what we want. But, and you had that gut wrenching feeling that, oh, you can't have what you want. It's like somebody saying, oh, here's your dreams and here's your hopes, and then slowly like backing it away. And I know I'm kind of going out a little bit, but the reason I'm really going into this is because that created such a hunger in me and such a motivation to be able to go out and work my business even harder, because I want to be able to get the house that we want. I want to be able to afford the car. I want to be able to afford all these other things and do the travel and to have the lifestyle that I want. And the only way I'm going to have to do it is to be able to work my business harder. So to be able to have it, it's like, a really nice dessert sitting in front of you, and you smell it and you're like, oh, apple pie or something like that, and you're like, and then saying nope, can't do it. And you still have the saliva in your mouth and you're hungry for it, and you're so just like, you're now emotionally attached to that goal and that end result and that achievement and everything. That is what allows you to develop that self-motivation. So now I'm going to be good for like the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to be freaking hammering my business, advertising and doing all these other things. Why? Because I can still see myself sitting in that car. And we might get it in 3 weeks. We might get the car in 3 months. Whatever. But we need to hit a goal, and we're using that as a huge motivation to get us there. So I hope that's given you some insight on what you can do to try and motivate yourself. If you're not feeling motivated in your business and you're wondering, you've been doing a little bit of work and it's just not enough to get you over that hump and creating a whole bunch of profits, much less revolution, residual profits, you need that extra motivation. So what I suggest doing is find that goal, set some goals up and set something up that you're going to get as a result of achieving those goals, and use that to fire you up, because it gets pretty darn exciting when you're firing yourself up, and now your self-esteem goes up and you're that much more excited about going forth and attaining your goals, because and you've materialized it in your brain on what the outcome's going to be. So check out revolutionprofits.com. You get a free 10-day boot camp on how to make money online. I go over a lot of these different things and a whole bunch more. Let's put it that way. All kinds of free videos, free training, and it's all yours. No cost to you. Just go in there and fill out the form, and it gets delivered right into your email. So check it out, revolutionprofits.com. This is Adam Holland signing off, and we'll see you at the top. Take care.